he started. Okay.
Hello and welcome to the Viking Dome. We're here for JV basketball action. Tonight, Hazard will be taking on league rival DeWitt. I'm Eric Wellenberg alongside David Fedewa.
Hi.
Tonight is going to be a big-time clash of the Titans, Dave. This is the first time the two ICL rivals will meet, and it's sure to be a big-time game. You know, it's still early on in the game, Dave, but considering they haven't started, there's a real playoff atmosphere. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, I'd say this is one of the biggest set of fans for a JV game.
There
we are.
No, I've seen bigger. There's always bigger. Looks like we're about ready for tip-off as the teams are going to have one last huddle up, get everything straight, and then we're going to tip off. There you get a shot of the Vikings as they're about ready to go. Yeah, intensity.
They're fired up for this game. They're ready to take on these Panthers.
I think emotion is going to be a big factor in this game, Dave. How about you?
Oh, I know it will be. This is a big rival, and has the Vikings always up to play a Panther.
You know, the Panthers and DeWitt and the Vikings from Hazlitt, they don't like each other so much.
Well, I'd say they could like each other, but it's more of a mutual thing.
All right, starting for Hazlitt tonight is going to be number 32, Tegan McCuna, number 10, James Trebilcock, number 54, Jay Harold. I can't really see everybody, I'm sorry.
And Brian McIntosh.
Brian McIntosh and number 14, Ben Conroy. McCuna is going to take the tip, and DeWitt wins it. Number 12, Paul Police is going to bring it up. The Panthers are looking to roll early. Working the ball up high is DeWitt. Applying pressure up top is Trebilcock. Ball goes out of bounds just off Hazlitt. It's going to stay with DeWitt. Good hard defense by Trebilcock early. It's going to come in Police. He's going to take it around the other way. Works it back up top to number 20, Matthew Cordes. Back to Police. Looking to the bench for instructions, and he's going to take it down to number 32, DJ hitching something or another.
Shot by Police.
Open shot, and he came up short. Trebilcock, one of the smaller players on the court, comes up with the rebound, and he gets fouled. Number 10, Trebilcock, James Trebilcock for Hazlitt, is only a freshman, but I'll tell you, Dave, the kids all hustle.
Yeah, he is. He has intensity, and he brings his A game.
Yeah. Yeah, because even his A-minus game isn't going to be good enough against DeWitt if they want to pull this one off. McIntosh to the hole, and he gets fouled. The shot doesn't fall, though, so he's going to be at the line for two. There you get a look at another one who has his freshman, Brian McIntosh. I believe they have 3 freshmen on the JV team this year, Dave. And so far, they've all been pretty solid contributors. I know that number 50, Isaiah Mims, their 3rd freshman, has been injured. But I think he's back in the lineup tonight.
He played a little in the last game against Charlotte, but he kind of got injured at the end of the game, and he's coming back for this one.
The first shot from McIntosh was good, so Hazlitt's up 1-0. Here comes the second. That one's good. Put Hazlitt up 2-0. And boy, I tell you, it's almost like a country club atmosphere when McIntosh is shooting.
Yeah.
You know, it's quiet. I almost want to give a little golf clap. You know,
a little pat.
A little pat. Hey, congratulations, you sank your putt.
Because, I mean, he just makes it look so easy.
Oh, yeah. And that was 32 DJ Hitchingham taking it to the basket. He got fouled, so he'll be at the line.
He was followed by Jay Harold, number 54.
That was his first as well as Hazlitt's first. DeWitt's got 2 fouls already. And there's 6:53 left to play in the first quarter.
DeWitt knocking down their first point of the game. It's 2-1, Hazlitt.
Second one doesn't fall, and taking McCuna gets the rebound. Conroy's going to look to push it up. Now he'll come up top and slow things down a little bit. Good defense there by Hitchingham. Almost was able to save that one. Hazlitt's going to get the ball back. There's McIntosh giving the ball over to Tribblecock. He works the ball back over to McIntosh on the wing. Up top to Conroy, who loses it, but he gets it back. Finds Tribblecock. Down low to Harold. Harold puts it up. It's no good.
Rebound by number 42, Dean Brudon.
You know, even though they came away empty-handed, that was a pretty good offensive set by Hazlitt.
Oh, taking a charge, Tribblecock.
Tribblecock draw the charge on that. I didn't know if he had his feet set, but hey, I'm not going to complain.
Some DeWitt fans are complaining.
And you know what? I don't really like the complaints coming from the fans either way. I mean, the ref's right there. He's got a better view than any of us, so.
It's really his call in the game.
Yeah, besides, he's the only one wearing the stripes. There's Tribblecock to Harold. Can't hit off the glass. Rebounded there by Hitchingham. He's going to look to bring it up himself. Gets it over to Matthew Cordes up top. Guarded by his fellow number 20, McIntosh. His shot's up. It doesn't fall. McCuna with the rebound. Pushes it up to McIntosh. He makes the layup. It's good. Hazlitt's up 4-1 now. And here's Nick Stratton passing the ball over to Hitchingham, who gets it back up top to Cordes. Cordes is going to hang on to it for a minute. As DeWitt sets up their offense.
This is an amazing defense by Hazlitt.
Good battle down low. That was number 44, Matthew Kellogg, going up for the shot for DeWitt.
Followed by number 20, Brett McIntosh. That kid got up.
Yeah, he's going to the line for two, though.
Foul.
That has the second foul on the game.
And here.
First shot doesn't fall for Kellogg. Boy, Dave, I tell you, when you look in those eyes, you can really see the Panther pride.
Yeah, in concentration on that game.
Kellogg was able to make that second free throw,
making the game 4-2 Hazlitt.
Thus cutting Hazlitt's lead into a half. Shot's up, and it's off the side of the backboard. It's going to go to DeWitt.
Bringing the ball up, number 20, Matthew Cordes.
Oh, an errant pass.
Away.
Wow, that was a good save there by Hitchingham. They were really lucky on that play, Dave.
Yeah, they were.
Now they're going to set up their offense. Ball's over to Stratton up top. Looking to take it. Gives it to 42, Dean Burden.
Oh, this really looks like a tough defensive Hazlitt. They can't get the ball anywhere.
Matthew Cordes has got the ball up top. He's one of DeWitt's freshmen, Dave. They've only got 2 on this year's JV squad. There's Harold. Harold gets the ball up to Tribblecock.
Tribblecock.
McIntosh off the glass again. He's got 4 points doing that same thing already, Dave. They're going to have to contain him better than that if the Panthers want to win.
They're putting on pressure on him early.
Long pass across the middle, doesn't go.
There goes Jay Harold. Taking it down.
Couldn't quite finish. Good play by Hitchingham to get back on defense and stop the big fellow, who's actually got some pretty good wheels. Crazy little ball fake by Kellogg.
Keeping the score 6-2, and DeWitt making another 2, so 6-4. With 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game.
Pick set up top by McCuna. Good bounce pass by Tribblecock to McIntosh. A shot just rims out. Tribblecock pulls up the rebound. Conroy's going to work it on the wing over to Harrell at the top of the key. Tribblecock's got it now. Drives the lane. It's blocked. I believe the shot was blocked by Dean Burden, number 42.
Bringing the ball, Matthew Curtis, passing it off to number 32, Hitchingham driving the lane.
Hitchingham shot off the glass was no good, but there was Burden to put it right back in for DeWitt.
Tying it up the score, and
Ooh,
6-6.
McIntosh just missed that one. He was a little bit open. I think he should have had that one. He was going pretty fast, though. Nevertheless, DeWitt gets a rebound, and it's 6-6 still with 2:45 to play in the first quarter. There's a foul up top on number 44, Matthew Kellogg. I think he called him moving pick.
Ball's going the other way. Hazlitt's ball.
You know, that's DeWitt's 4th foul early. That could hurt him on later on in the half.
Here comes Danny Bird and Adam Varterison for the Hazlitt Vikings. And number 40 for DeWitt, Jeffrey Reed.
There's Conroy. Conroy's going to be playing the point now as Triblecock's out of the game. Takes it over to the wing. He picks up his dribble. He's got to find a man.
Ooh.
Ball stolen by Nick Stratton. He's got an open layup, and he makes it. DeWitt's up 8-6 now. We're under 2.5 to play in the first. Conroy's going to bring the ball back up now. You know, did he get a haircut?
I think he did.
It looks sharp.
Clean cut.
You got a haircut today, too, didn't you, Dave?
Yeah, I did.
You know, you look nice.
Yeah, down at Tom's Barbershop, they do a great job.
Righto. There's a pick, but he doesn't take it. He goes the opposite way. He slipped a little bit, but he puts up the shot, and it's still good for DJ Hitchingham.
Making the score 10-6, DeWitt Panthers with 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the first quarter.
This is DeWitt's biggest lead of the game. There's Danny Bird, who just checked in, over to Varterison. Can't hit the three-pointer, but Makuna comes up with the rebound. And his putback's no good. Down low, Harold's got it. There's a foul on the play. I believe it's on Hazlitt.
Score is 6-10, DeWitt's lead. With 1 minute and 36 seconds left in the game. And
in the first quarter. Unless we only play 1 quarter games. But that wouldn't be basketball. That would be some other sports. The last foul
just came out for Isaiah Mims, the other freshman checking in. So let's see how he plays on his injuries.
That last foul was push on Varterison. It's Hazlitt's 3rd.
That's Varterison's first.
There's a rebound by Mims, the freshman. Gets it over to another freshman, Triblecock. He's going to bring the ball up. Finds Bird on the wing. Bird's going to shoot. Comes up short, but it gets a little piece of the rim.
Yeah, he does.
You know, even if you completely brick it, but you get a little bit of the rim, it's that much better than air ball. But Bird hustles back on defense and gets a block. Great defensive play there by Bird.
Open shot.
Open 3, and he can't hit it, but Bird pulls up for the rebound. Puts it up, and it's no good. Varterison's got it, and it's good.
There we go.
Hazlitt's down 8-10 now. 45 seconds left in the first quarter.
And here Matthew Curtis for DeWitt Panthers bringing up the ball. Put pressure on him by Treblecock.
The work ball into number 30, Justin Meter.
Isaiah Mims D'ing him up. Oh, steps on the line, and it's going the other way.
Good call by the ref. You got to be in a really good position to see that.
I think he was in his position.
Well, because
here comes a replay on that.
Here you see Bird's block again. A great play. Good hustle back.
Let's see if we can see him step on that line. Oh, here we go. Here's Treblecock bringing up the ball. They're probably looking for the last shot. Oh.
Good call, Dave. There's 22 seconds left in the first quarter as there's a foul on the play.
It's 8-10, DeWitt's lead. This seems really like a low-scoring game, but I bet you in later quarters they'll get the points on the board.
That foul is on number 34, Dan Bird. DeWitt's going to bring it up and probably keep it for the last shot now. I mean, with 10 seconds, it would only make sense, you know? I don't know if that ball was blocked or not, but it didn't get close to the rim. Varterison looks to pass it over, and it doesn't quite make it.
There's
Good hustle by Marcelo.
Oliveras.
He was close to saving that, but I don't think he would have had time to put up a shot. And at the end of the first quarter, it's 10-8. DeWitt with the lead. And Hazlitt, after leading most of the first quarter, lost the lead there a little bit towards the end. And they fought their way back into it a little bit. After being down by 4, they cut the lead to 2.
Yeah, they did. Oh, look at these cheerleaders.
Let's not.
Yeah.
So Dave, we're a quarter of the way through the game. What's your analysis so far?
I'd say Hazlitt's looking like the better team, carrying the ball down the floor, but their shots aren't falling for them. But I think that they'll get a hold of their shots and knock them down and pull ahead in this game.
Oh, sure.
Now, Eric, what is your analysis upon this game?
I really don't have one. Let's not worry about that right now.
Okay. We could always do that.
I mean, maybe at some other point I might have one, but...
We'll talk to you at the half for that.
Yeah, you know what? You never know, so just check back later.
I'll do that. And here we go.
It's
on our way at the second quarter.
It's going to be Hazlitt ball here to start off the second quarter. Mims will take it out for Hazlitt. He's going to give it into Tribblecock. There you get a shot of our crew. Working hard as always. Bird's got the ball over on the wing. Gets up top to Tribblecock. Barterson's open down to Mims low. Ooh, I think there should have been a holding foul there. Looks like he's got a real big chunk of Mims with the ball down low, but he comes back to get the rebound.
Here's Oliveras with the ball.
He's going to slow it up, being the only one up on the play. And Tribblecock's got it up top. Gets it over to Barterson.
There's a little hand play underneath the basket with his Isaiah Mims and DeWitt, number 40, Jeffrey Reed.
Bird couldn't quite bring in that pass. It was a little bit low, so DeWitt's going to get the ball back and look to bring it up. Still leading 10-8 with 17:15 remaining in the half. There's Hitchingham with the ball. Finds an open Justin Meter. Bird gets the ball down low, but travels. So the ball's going to go right back to the Panthers. You know, Dave, let's say for whatever ungodly reason, you put a Panther and a Viking into a room, and they couldn't get out, and they got really mad at each other and got in a fight. Who would win that fight?
I think a Viking would. I mean, a Panther, it's just a cat, and a Viking, it's got an axe, and, you know, have you seen a Viking?
Now, let's say the Viking has an axe and a shield. The Viking wins the fight, right?
Yeah.
Now, let's say the Viking doesn't have that shield. Just an axe.
I would still think he'd win.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Because, I mean, the moral of the story is Vikings are better than Panthers.
Yeah, there's no comparison even, really.
There you see Dan Burden's shot from the free throw line come up short. He's going to have another shot at it, though.
No, I could see a comparison between the Ramblers and the Vikings. I mean, they have a car. But otherwise, I don't think there's any other comparisons.
For those of you that don't know, my colleague and partner in crime, David Fidowa, would be referring to the Perry Ramblers, another ICL rival. And Burton's second free throw shot came up no good. Rebounded by Harold. He gets it up to Tribblecock. Tribblecock's looking to run. Oh, great pass into Makuna. I think that might have caught him a little bit off guard, and he couldn't quite hit on the shot. So DeWitt gets the rebound. Oh, great steal by Oliveras. He's going to bring it up. One-on-one. He'll pull up.
Oh, jump stop.
He didn't really have a good opportunity to shoot there, so it was a good play to pull up. He gets the ball back from Harold. And he hits the three-pointer. Hazlitt takes the lead, 11-10 with 6:30 left. That was a good, smart play by Hazlitt. Oliveras could have pressed a little bit more to try and get a shot off, but he wisely held up. And he eventually, just for making a smart play, he eventually got the ball back and got a good three-point shot. There's see down low. Matt Kellogg finishes to put DeWitt back up 12-11. McIntosh with the shot, and he hits it. Well, we got some great action right here going back and forth right now.
for the scoreboard. It has the Vikings 13, the Panthers 12, with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left.
There's Burden's shot, no good from up top. Harold with a good box out to get the rebound. McIntosh can't hit on the press. And Harold comes in and
pummels
fouls.
number 20, Matthew Curtis.
Yeah, he pretty much had his way with him there.
And the fouls are Hazlitt 6, DeWitt 4.
That's a good observation, Dave.
We're getting a replay here with Marcelo Rivera nailing the 3.
Nice stroke. He got all of that one. And then
we're going to get back to the game here with DeWitt.
There's a three-point opportunity for DeWitt. The shot's no good. Rebounded, though, by DeWitt. Another three-pointer. Another three-pointer by DeWitt, no good. Treblecock lost that pass a little bit, trying to get it up to Oliveros on the break, but he gets back to steal the ball. Gets it over to McIntosh, who hits it off the glass.
That's some sweet action.
You know, Dave, at 15-12 with just under 5 minutes to play, this is Hazlitt's biggest lead since early on in the first quarter when they were up by as much as 6.
Yeah, I'm really seeing these shots fall. I told you they'd come back.
I don't remember you saying that.
That's fine.
And a good play there by Matthew Cordes to get the shot off and nail it to bring DeWitt back within 1.
Treble clock slowing it up. Oh, penetrating.
You know, he was really trying to penetrate and get it to the hole there, but he didn't have any luck, so he had to pull it back out.
So he just dished it off and
gave somebody else another opportunity.
The score is 15-14 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left.
And Jay Harrell's going to be on the line to shoot 2 for Hazlitt. He was fouled down low.
Jay Harold, a really high percentage free throw shooter.
Concentration is key.
I'd say he's got a good free throw percentage. He really plays like Shaq, a really physical guy underneath the boards. Kind of shoots his free throws like him.
Wow, Dave. Here's going to shoot his second. That one was a rimmer, in and out.
Yeah. Here's number 20, Matthew Curtis for the DeWitt Panthers, bringing up the ball. Ooh, stops his dribble.
Gives the ball away. Pitching in made a good play to hang on to it, though, and he gets it over. The shot's up and good for Matthew Kellogg. He's fouled. He's going to go to the line for a chance for a 3-point play. Also, that has its 7th foul, so from any foul here on out, DeWitt will go to the line for a bonus on.
And here comes Paul Police for the DeWitt Panthers and number 50, Isaiah Mims, the freshman for Hazlitt.
Which team does he play for?
Hazlitt.
Oh, all right, just making sure you knew.
And here's number 44 at the line, Matthew Kellogg. DeWitt leads by 1. It's 15-16.
And that one was no good.
Mims pulling down the board. Good thing they got him in there. Here's Treblecock bringing up the ball.
You know, Dave, this is the first time I've seen DeWitt this season, but they seem to be struggling a little bit from the free throw line.
Yeah, they really have.
You know, if you want to win some of the bigger games, those are points that are going to be key.
Oh, big foul.
A hard foul there by Kellogg on McIntosh. He's going to go to the line to shoot, too. I think McIntosh is leading Hazlitt in the points department right now, but I really couldn't tell you.
And he is 2 for 2 from the line today.
His first one's a make.
He's 100% from the line. Unstoppable. You know he works on his free throws.
Do you?
He probably drinks his milk.
No, but I asked you a question. McIntosh's second free throw is good, and DeWitt's going to bring the ball back up. Here's Paul Police bringing it up for them. Chillicothe will press a little bit. Looking to draw a charge. No luck, though. He's playing some good, solid defense, I tell you, Dave. There's Hitchingham for a three-pointer. Rims in and out, off the backboard.
Rebound by David Conroy.
Ben Conroy.
Yeah, also known as David Conroy.
It is.
Sorry about that.
No, I'm sorry. It's my fault.
Has it 17. DeWitt 16 with 3 minutes and 14 seconds left.
These Police holding the ball up top. Back out to Hitchingham. So he's looking down low. He found Kellogg down low, but there's a foul before the shot, so he's going to be on the line for 1-and-1.
Matt Kellogg, number 44, is a pretty big boy underneath the boards there.
He's a big kid, I'll tell you. You know, we don't have height or weight here for the DeWitt team, but I can tell you he's a big kid just from looking at him.
He nails his first shot.
You know, talking to a few of the DeWitt kids, I've heard that they refer to him as the man with the plan.
Really?
I didn't inquire why, but that's just what I heard.
He looks like a man with a plan.
Both free throws were good for Kellogg to get DeWitt the lead at 18-17 with 2:44 left in the first half. Mims will bring it in and shoot. That one goes out.
Another rebound with the man with the plan.
Police passes it up to Dean Burden, who gets it back to Police. He's looking to drive. No luck. Ooh, he got hammered. But, you know, I mean, if you're going to dive into the Lions pit, you got to be ready for a little bit of action.
Yes, you do.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that means.
But it sounds like a good metaphor.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to start a new one with that. But, you know, it's probably not going to work. And there's Chillicothe. He gets it over to Conroy. McIntosh is going to shoot, and he's got it. Another shot in for McIntosh. Has it leads 19-18 with about 2 minutes left in the first half. There's Cordes bringing the ball up. Works it over to Swanson. Gets it back to Cordes down low.
The score has been really tight this game.
Tip there by Conroy. Mims comes up with the steal. Chillicothe brings it up. He's going to drive it and stop and pop, but he can't hit. There's a whistle under the boards.
Foul on number 22 of DeWitt, Seth Swanson.
No, the foul was on Hazlitt. It was on number 14, Conroy, his second in the game. So that's going to send number 22, Seth Swanson, to the line for 2 shots for DeWitt. If he hits both of them, he could put DeWitt back in the lead. One would tie with 1:46 remaining. And that was Hazlitt's 9th foul of the half, Dave. DeWitt's only got 6.
We need to clean up our game now. We got to settle down here.
What's this we crap? You're not playing.
I'm sorry. The JV Hazlitt Vikings team.
I want you to keep that in mind, Dave. You need to understand you're not playing.
Eric, I don't think you understand.
McIntosh drives and shoots. Off the rim and in. He's got the hot hand right now. He's got a little bit of the shooter's touch.
Sorry about that, viewers. There's controversy.
There's no controversy. You were never on the team.
Oh, yeah, Isaiah.
There was Hitchingham losing the handle on the ball. Mims dove for it, and it's going to go back to Hazlitt. Good hustle there by Mims to ensure that Hazlitt comes up with possession.
He's taking McCuna, taking the ball out, passing it into Chillicothe.
Chubbucock will work it over to the wing to Oliveras. He gets it to McCuna up top. Back to Oliveras over on the wing. He'll take it in the middle. Nice feed to Mims, and he finishes it.
He is good.
We're under a minute to play, and it's 23-18. Hazlitt's in the lead. Here's Matthew Cordes bringing the ball up for DeWitt.
Oh, he was traveling.
You know, he was looking to get it over to Hitchingham on the wing after a break, but Oliveras played good tight defense and sealed off that pass. And really, I think he forced that travel. And Hazlitt's going to get the ball back. 40 seconds left, leading by 5. What do you say, Dave? Do they try and hang on to it for the last shot?
I think they're going in for it. So I think if they miss it, they can have another chance for another one.
Mims gets the ball down low. There's 20 seconds left on the clock.
Travel on Oliveras out here on the left wing.
That should give DeWitt the last opportunity of the half. They could bring it back within as many as 2 points if they hit a 3-pointer. Could put themselves back down by 3 if they hit a 2.
Curtis of the DeWitt Panthers bringing up the ball. Getting pressure by Chubbucock.
That was Dean Burden who couldn't hit on the shot. There was a whistle on the play. I believe the foul was on Hazlitt. Sending Burden to the line for 2. That's their 10th foul. So whether it was a shooting foul or not, that's going to put DeWitt on the line for 2 shots.
There's 8.8 seconds left in this game, and Hazlitt Vikings are leading by 4.
Left in the game. 8.8 seconds left in the game.
I'm sorry, 8.8 seconds left in the half.
I was going to say, what kind of crazy game is this?
I don't know. It's one of those video game type things.
Let's not do stuff like that. Here's Burden shooting 2. His first one is well wide right. He's going to get an opportunity for 2 for his second shot. He makes the second one. Hazlitt's going to get the ball. Down to 5 seconds left in the half. Chubbucock's looking to take his man. Gives him a little spin. Forces up a shot. And he missed that one.
Here we go, break for the half.
At the half, it's going to be 23-19. Hazlitt with the lead.
Here comes the Hazlitt Vikings JV cheerleaders. How exciting.
You know, I'd say it was a pretty sound half by both teams. Hazlitt's leading by 4. Played, I think, a little bit better than DeWitt, but it's a pretty even matchup. And it's just going to come down to which team does the little things in the second half to win this game.
It's all about the little things.
Dave would know. We'll see you in the second half, folks.
Mikey Velocity, the gold team.
Hello and welcome back to the house that Jim Bradley built. The second half is underway and Hazlitt's pressing the ball up. Triple cock hits, but the shot was no good due to travel. You know, the second half has started and what promises to be quite an exciting half or conclusion of our game.
Of basketball. Here we are, 30 seconds into the game.
Half.
Sorry. Brian McIntosh for the steal, and Treblecock bringing up the ball.
You know, that steal pretty much fell right into his hands. And there he is for 3 points, and he nails it.
Oh, he is money.
Hazlitt is off to a good start here. The score is 26-19.
With 7 minutes.
1 minute in, and this is Hazlitt's biggest lead of the game, Dave.
I think that was really, they're going to take it on from here.
If they can sustain momentum for a few more minutes, well, they'll really have a big advantage going into the fourth quarter.
Here we go, Ben Conroy with the steal.
They push it
Taking
up to
on
Makuna, and he hits it. Hazlitt's got a 9-point lead now.
Just maximizing this lead.
And DeWitt's got to call a timeout already, Dave.
They just got to try stopping their momentum now, slowing down the train.
I wasn't in the locker room with them, but I'm pretty sure the DeWitt coach didn't want to start off the half like that.
Yeah, but I'm sure Hazlitt did. They want to
probably
knock down a quick 4.
It's probably the exact start that Tim Beebe wanted from his team. Even though they hit 5 points and not 4.
Sorry about my miscalculation, Eric Wollenberg.
Hey, Dave, it's all right. I'm just trying to make you a better person, buddy.
Thank you. My co-announcers just wants me to be a better person.
I know it's going to take a lot, folks, but I do what I can.
He does. He really does.
And the important thing is that Dave tries. Because not everybody tries. And,
yeah.
I mean, he's a good kid. His heart's in the right place. And the band is here.
The band is chiming in with their loving melodies.
Loving melodies for a playoff-type atmosphere in this JV clash of Titans.
As the fans really start filling in here for, I don't know, maybe the varsity game, or they just want to see the end of the JV game.
I'm thinking it's the JV game. It's got to be.
It's got to be.
Nothing else would make sense, you know?
I mean, look at these players. James Treblecock, Jay Harold. I mean, these are all-stars.
Makuna with the
players.
steal. And Harold's going to bring, or not Harold, I'm sorry.
Treblecock.
Treblecock's going to bring the ball back up for Hazlitt.
As they're just starting to really dominate these DeWitt Panthers.
His shot falls off, no good. But Hitchingham can't corral the rebound, and Hazlitt's going to get the ball right back.
Hazlitt, 28. Panthers, 19, with 6 minutes and 14 seconds left in the game. Treblecock takes the ball out. I think one of the stronger passers on the game, and that's why he's passing the ball in.
I believe Treblecock leads the team in assists, and you know, he's a solid all-around player. The only thing he lacks is height.
But height doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, you look at David Feedewell, Muggsy Bogues, Spud Webb. All these guys are short. Two of them can play the game.
All under 5'6". I mean, that's amazing.
The foul there was on number 32, DJ Hitchingham. That's going to put Tegan Makuna on the line for one shot, hoping to complete a three-point play.
Ooh, there's concentration in his eyes.
And the free throw was no good. DeWitt gets the rebound.
Here's Paul Police bringing the ball up.
Hazlitt extends their largest lead to 11 points at 30-19 with 5:45 left to go in the third quarter. That rim shot didn't quite make it in.
It didn't. It just wound around and spun right out.
You know, back in my playing days when I used to play in the Gus Mackers, you'd call something like that the toilet bowl roll because it goes in and around and out. You know, it's no good if you're playing on the team that puts one of those up, but if you're playing against them, you like to see that. 5-second call on DeWitt. And, you know, Hazlitt has got all the momentum right now. They're playing solid on both ends of the floor.
DeWitt calling another timeout, trying to stop this locomotive of intensity.
And I tell you, Dave, I'm really amazed by the way Hazlitt came out this half.
They're really showing the DeWitt Panthers who's boss. And back to that chamber analogy where we got the Viking and the Panthers. Vikings always dominate.
Sometimes. You know, I really wasn't expecting Hazlitt to pull away so much right away just because of the even matchup between the two teams, but
Yeah.
I mean, there's still a lot of game left at 5:39 to play in the third quarter alone. So we got most of this quarter and the whole fourth quarter.
There's Timothy Beebe, the head coach of the JV team. Here's James Treblecock.
Hey, there's
10.
James Treblecock.
Oh, putting the moves on number 20, Matthew Curtis.
That was number 44, Matthew Kellogg, taking the ball away. It was brought back up by police for DeWitt. And there was a foul on Hazlitt.
Number 10, James Treblecock.
That was his first of the game, first of the half for the team. DeWitt's also got one this half.
With the score being 30-19, with 5 minutes, 11
There's a three-point
seconds.
opportunity.
And there's a foul on the floor before the shot.
The shot was no good. Put up by, I believe, number 22, Seth Swanson. The foul was on James Treblecock for a push.
His second one.
You know, up until 10 seconds ago, he had no fouls in this game. Now he's got two.
The DeWitt Panthers just
There you
nailed a
see
three.
Number 12, Paul Police, nailing the three-pointer. So it'll be McIntosh on the wing for three.
Oh, he's
And
money.
he hits it, but it has it right back up by 11 points. So right after DeWitt gets their first points of the half on a three-pointer, Hazlitt answers right back. Hazlitt's really carrying the pace of this game right now, much more so than either team had in the first half. There's a foul down low, no shot.
There's Matthew Kellogg again. That tower.
You know, the man with the plan, Kellogg, just keeps throwing his body around down low.
Yeah, he does. He shows people who's boss in the paint.
He's drawing a lot of attention, and with that is coming a lot of fouls on Hazlitt.
Yeah, he is. I mean, with his dominating play underneath the basket, he can't do it all, though.
No one man could.
No one man could. Here's Oliveira stepping into the Hazlitt lineup.
You see DeWitt working the ball around the perimeter. Good play by Oliveira to tip the ball out of bounds, giving DeWitt the possession back, but thus nullifying their previous possession.
There's our cameraman, Darren Spangler, on top of the screen.
Good work, Spangler. You're a good man and a good friend.
And our beautiful director, Kathy, directing this JV game here.
Kathy's doing amazing work today. We'd also like to thank Ann Donahue as well as Brian Town for all their support and help. And there you see Oliveira's going down. A timeout called by Hazlitt. I don't think Coach Tim Beebe wanted to spend a timeout quite like that, but
he wants to keep the momentum going in this game.
nevertheless, there was good hustle by his players to keep that ball alive. You know, Dave, I think word has been spreading around the streets just how exciting the game this is. The fans just keep pouring in.
They just keep packing in.
And it would just make sense that they'd want to come see the rest of this JV class.
There's number 50, Isaiah Mims.
As well as the rest of the Vikings.
Yes.
They're probably getting the next player ready. As I'm sure the Panthers from DeWitt are doing as well.
So, Eric, what is your analysis on this game so far?
Up to this point, both teams played a pretty strong first half, coming out almost even. Hazlitt had the lead by 4 at the half. And then starting at the very beginning of the third quarter, Hazlitt came out just a little bit harder. And they were able to make a few more shots and create a few more turnovers. That's how they built this 11-point lead right now. But I wouldn't be surprised to see DeWitt get right back into this game. They're a pretty strong team all the way around. And they're just in a little bit of a rut right now, but don't be surprised to see them fight right back into this. Panthers might claw their way back in.
Hey. There's 4 minutes and 6 seconds left in the quarter. 33-22 has the Vikings lead.
So
Oliveira's
is gonna
penetrating the lane.
I think that shot was blocked, but I don't know for sure.
There's police bringing the ball down in a hurriedly fashion.
Shots up and it's no good. The rebound's bouncing around. That's number 30, Justin Meter, coming away with it for DeWitt. And he kicks it right back out to Matthew Cordes, who's going to bring the ball out. Now he's looking for an open man after picking
Police
up the dribble.
trying to get open.
Ball was blocked out down low, but DeWitt's going to get the ball right back. And so with 3:37 remaining here in the third quarter, Hazlitt's up 33-22.
We also have Patty technically directing this game, doing a spectacular job.
Yep, and also on camera we have Justin Kane.
Yeah, that was Pat. This is Patty's first time technically directing a JV game.
Good work, Patty. You're doing swell. Keep it up.
Keep it up.
And so DJ Hitchingham checks back into the game for DeWitt. He was a big source of offense for the Panthers in the first half. Maybe they're hoping that he can get something going for him right now.
But really, that's what they're looking for out of him.
You know, you'd think so.
But you know what? I think the Hazlitt Vikings are going to shut him down. Ooh, bad pass by Adam Varterison.
Errant pass by Varterison is going to lead to a fast break for Police, who gets 2 points out of it. And DeWitt's now trailing by 9 at 33-24 Hazlitt. And Connor is going to bring the ball right back up and swing it over to Oliveras. He's looking for an open man, finds Varterison up top. He's looking to drive a little bit, gives it down low to Bird. Throwing his body and puts it up for 2 off the glass. Good offensive set by Hazlitt right there. And DeWitt's going to bring it up and try to answer right here. There's Seth Swanson with the ball over on the wing. Gets it up top to Justin Meter.
Oh,
passes it down low
alley-oop
to Kellogg.
Oh, he stepped on the line.
Police grabs the ball, but he also stepped out of bounds, so Hazlitt's going to get it back.
Isaiah Mims stepping into the game for taking on Makuna. Isaiah Mims taking out the ball, passing into Ben Conroy.
Conroy's going to bring it up slow. He's talking to his coach right now.
Setting it all up.
That was a tough pass right there. And good play by Swanson to knock the ball away. Hazlitt's going to get the ball back. Will be taken out of bounds by Oliveras. Gets it over to Conroy. Conroy's being pressured by Hitchingham. Gets it over to Oliveras. Up top to Varterison, back over to Conroy.
They're really getting some ball
down low to Mims.
here.
Mims kicks it back out. Danny Bird for 3. He can't quite hit it though. That's rebounded by Seth Swanson. He's bringing it back up himself. A good finger roll layup. Brings DeWitt back within 9. It's 35-26. There's Conroy. He's going to bring the ball up now. Gets it over to Varterison. Varterison eludes a defender and pulls up, but can't quite hit the shot. Hitchingham gets the ball up to Swanson, and he's got another 2 points off another fast break. Hazlitt might want to call timeout here and slow things down a little bit.
They're really losing momentum in this game.
Hazlitt leads by 7, minute and 30 to go.
In the quarter.
Good touch, Dave. There's Conroy driving and kicking it back out to Mims. We got a jump ball. DeWitt's got the possession there. You see the momentum starting to swing a little bit.
And here comes Brian McIntosh into the game. Gonna try to swing this momentum. Isaiah Mims limping off the field as if something happened to his ankle.
Yeah, he's got a problem with his ankle and his foot, I know, so he might have gotten re-aggravated on that last play.
Yeah, and Jay Harold steps in and try to fill his place.
There's Hitchingham. He's going to bring the ball back up for DeWitt. Brings it over to Police.
Oh, there's a body block by Oliveras. Oh, there's Spangler in the background.
He's going to be taken out here by Seth Swanson. He's got to find an open man. He gets it over to Police. Oliveras almost created a turnover there, but Police was able to hang on to it. He got it over to Swanson. A little push there by him. He throws the ball away to McIntosh. McIntosh gets it up to Bird. He can't hit the shot, but I think he was fouled before he even got it off.
It was a push on the floor. by number 12, Paul Police.
That's his third foul, though, Dave.
Yeah, the fouls are 4 Hazlitt, 2 DeWitt. The score is 35 Hazlitt, 28 DeWitt.
McIntosh can't hit the three-pointer, and it's rebounded by Kellogg. You know, Police has got 3 fouls already. He's been one of their key players so far, so he's going to have to stay away from those so as not to get a fourth and put him into real foul trouble.
There was another rim shot just winding around.
DeWitt misses a couple opportunities down low and hasn't able to rebound. Conway's going to bring the ball back up. We got a whistle on the floor.
That was a really weird whistle.
Yeah. But hey, the fact is, it's a whistle. You know, you can't argue that.
And it was on number 44, the man with the plan, Kellogg.
Also his third foul.
Underneath the basket. He's got to clean up his game, really, to stay in this whole thing.
Yeah, you know, and he's going to go out right now.
For number 42, Dean Bardone.
Is Kellogg. And please, Kellogg and DJ Hitchingham are 3 players DeWitt really can't afford to lose in this game.
And all of them have 3 fouls.
Is it a coincidence? I think not. There's McIntosh with another shot, and he drains it. A long two-pointer. You know, he's got to be over 10 points now. I mean, I haven't been keeping track, but what the heck? Just, you know, why not?
Hazlitt's really showing some sportsmanship this game. I mean, players falling over, helping them up, and just really keeping this game clean, even though it is a great rival.
You know, that's one of the best things about this rivalry, Dave. The teams really don't like each other, but there's definitely respect between the two teams because at all levels, they're almost always competitive. So McIntosh puts up a shot to end the half. He gets another opportunity off his miss, but that one was no good. And at the end of the third quarter, Hazlitt's got the lead 37-30.
Yeah, this has really been one of the cleanest games I've ever seen.
Yeah. And so after 3 quarters, Hazlitt's got a 7-point lead. They started off right after the half having a 4-point lead and built it up to 11. And DeWitt was able to fight back a little bit and bring it within 7 points. This should make for a pretty exciting conclusion, Dave, in the fourth quarter.
Yes, it really should.
You think so, but we'll just have to wait to see. There we get a shot of the Hazlitt bench. What do you think Coach Beebe is telling his players right now?
I think he's really telling them that he's got to finish up strong. Here's Spangler, one of our cameramen. But back to what Timothy Beebe is speaking to his players about. He's really telling them they got to finish strong in this game and stay strong because DeWitt will come back if they don't keep their A game pushing through on this. As they break the huddle, looking like they're ready to finish out this game and pull away with the W.
You know, the way I see it, Dave, with the teams being as evenly matched as they are, and Hazlitt having a lead right now, it's more up to them to lose it than it is for DeWitt to win it.
They're really putting some pressure on now. They're ready to take the ball.
Solid defense, saved by Tribblecock, and he calls a timeout just before falling out of bounds. Smart play there by Tribblecock. Hazlitt probably wanted to open up with a little bit better offense and work it around a little bit more, but nevertheless, they retained possession.
Yeah, DeWitt really put the pressure on him early.
You could say that.
I really could.
And since you did say it, it was still correct.
Here's the band.
So Jay Harold's going to take the ball back up top.
Trebblecock, the point guard, bringing the ball up, ready for some pressure from the DeWitt Panthers.
There you see Trebblecock taking his time, scoping out the defense a little bit. And as soon as Hazlitt gets over half court, it looks like DeWitt's going to try and get 2 guys on the ball right away to pressure. And that time it paid off. Hazlitt didn't really get a good shot off. And DeWitt comes away with the rebound. There's number 12, Paul Police up top, working it over to Cordes. Falling out of bounds, throws the ball in, and Harold was able to pull that pass down. And a great pass and a great finish by McIntosh. That was a spectacular play there all the way around by Hazlitt. So DeWitt's got to look to answer off that one. The layup was no good. And
Hazlitt's ball.
Dean Borden tried to make he made a good attempt there to try to save the play,
Yeah,
but just couldn't control it enough. And Hazlitt's going to get the ball back. Leading 39-30 with 6:50 to play in the game. Triple Cock is bringing it over. Driving the lane, and he finds an open Bird on the wing, who hits for 2 points. Hazlitt's leading 41-30.
If they really keep knocking these points down like this, they're just going to take the game, and it won't be any kind of exciting game here.
Huh. I don't know. I'm pretty excited right now.
I am too. I don't think you know.
Shot by Police. Couldn't quite get it. And Olivares comes up with the rebound. Looks a long pass over to McIntosh, who swings it up an open Bird. Hustling back on defense is Kellogg, but he doesn't get there in time. Bird's able to finish.
Timeout called by the DeWitt coach. Full length. He wants to stop this momentum now if he wants to stay in this game at all.
Exactly. With 6 minutes and 10 seconds playing this game, Hazlitt's got a 43-30 lead, 13 points, which is their biggest of the game.
And right now they're not in bonus, so if they need to start fouling, then they're not going to the line.
You know, Dave, that's a huge point right there.
Yeah, it was. That really put him over the rim.
No, I was talking about the foul thing.
That too. That also is a big contributor to this game.
Not yet.
But in later rounds, yes, it will be.
Yeah. Yep.
So what do you think about the varsity game coming up here?
Well, I don't think about it. I'm thinking about the JV game right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, really, at this point, that's all that's important right now.
It is, really, until we actually... Oh, there's Mo.
There you get a shot of Mo. Oh, he's getting into it.
Yeah, he is.
Work it, Mo.
He's loving the cameraman.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, Mo's got a great tendency to put on a show for the camera. I'll tell you, that kid's something.
Yeah, he is. Ooh, he's funny. Oh, after all that excitement, we got to get back to this game. Paul Police bringing the ball up for the DeWitt Panthers. Guarded by James Troublecock at the point. Really putting pressure on, tipping the ball.
It's really going to be important for DeWitt to get some points off this this time. There's Hitchingham giving the ball over to Police. Back to Hitchingham. Back up to Police. Back to Hitchingham.
They're really trying
back
to get
to
some
Police.
ball movement on this.
Back to Hitchingham. Back to Police.
They're really trying to open up that backside.
Back to Hitchingham. They're playing a little game of catch here.
Yes,
back
they
to
are.
Police. And they work someone new, and that's Justin Meter. Down low to Kellogg, but he gets fouled, I think,
Looks
before the
there's
shot.
a hip block. Let's find out who it's by. Yep, that's Jay Harold underneath the basket. He's a big physical guy.
Also his third foul.
That's his third.
I don't know if these fouls are going to play an important part in the end of this game or not.
You know, we're just going to have to wait and see.
Yes, we will.
That's one of the crazy things about life. You just never know until it happens.
Yep, never know.
And here comes Ben Conroy into the game for Troublecock.
Troublecock probably needing a break before the finisher to this game.
Yeah, he's been playing a pretty good game so far, so they're going to want to keep him out for a few minutes before the end of the game. Get him back in and try to hang on to the lead. There's a pretty good looking dish, but and there you see a struggle for the ball. See just how bad these players want possession.
Yeah, DeWitt's really got to clean up their game. Their tackling has its players there.
Seth Swanson into the Panther lineup.
I believe the call was a travel on Hazlitt, but I wouldn't swear to it.
Seth Swanson in the game for the DeWitt Panthers.
There's Cordes up top, over to Police on the wing. With a good spin move, and a nice bounce pass down low. But Borden couldn't quite finish, and the ball goes off DeWitt and out of bounds.
Hazlitt's ball.
And with close to 5 minutes left in this game, trailing by 13, DeWitt's going to look to press, I think, from here on out.
They're really going to have to put some hustle on.
Good pass by Conroy, and Olivares just couldn't quite control it. So it skips out of bounds, and DeWitt's going to get the ball back. Good pressure there by the Panthers.
And the director is doing an awesome job. Nice job, Kathy.
Yeah, you know, Dave,
Taking the charge.
I really can't say enough about Kathy.
She's great.
She's tremendous.
I mean, there's nothing more you can really. I mean, you can't really say anything. You can't put it into words.
And a good play there by the Viking defender to take the charge. You know, you never like taking the charge, but it's really for the team. So if you want to win, you'll take a charge. That foul, I believe, was on Seth Swanson from DeWitt. The team's only DeWitt's fourth of the half. Almost a good save there by McIntosh. Good hustle. But DeWitt's going to be able to get the ball back.
There's Ben Conroy and Brian McIntosh.
So you know, Dave, even though they've been able to keep DeWitt off the scoreboard for the past few minutes, hasn't been able to extend their lead.
They haven't really.
Do you think that hurts Hazlitt more or DeWitt?
I think if Hazlitt keeps the scoreboard from not changing, we'll win this game.
You know, I think that's right, because
we're ahead right now.
Hazlitt's ahead, and time's really starting to run low for DeWitt. They got to start getting points if they want to get back into this.
Yeah, they do.
Only 4:15
There's a
left.
push on the floor.
They're still down by 13.
Hazlitt still up by 13, 43-30.
Number 54.
There's a Hazlitt foul on Jay Harold, number 54.
That was his fourth of the game. One more and he's gone.
I think he's going to sit for a little bit. Taking on Makuna coming in to fill his place.
That's going to put Dean Borden on the line for DeWitt, who's been there a few times, and he hasn't had too much luck yet.
These DeWitt Panthers haven't fared well on the line.
And he couldn't make that one. Calling a lane violation on the
there's
Panthers.
a push. There's a push on the man with the plan, Matthew Kellogg.
He's not happy about that one.
I think he really disagrees with that.
Yep, they're going to have to check him out. That's his fourth foul, Dave.
Yep.
They want to have him
to compensate on players' time.
I think they want to have him in the game as it comes down to the very finish. So they're going to have to take him out right now.
That looked like a clean block, but I think he's going to the line for some shots.
It's one of those things where the refs are in better position than us.
That's true. But I'm looking at a little screen, so.
That is a pretty little screen.
Yep.
Seth Swanson at the line.
Here's Seth Swanson at the line.
His first of two is good. No, I think those are the first points in about 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, it is. 43-31, Hazlitt's lead with 4 minutes and 9 seconds left in the game.
And so with two free throws good, Swanson was able to cut Hazlitt's lead down to 11. Thrown away. Almost a great play there by Swanson to keep the ball in, but just couldn't quite come up with it. And Hazlitt's going to get another opportunity to try and move the ball up. Makuna passes it in. There's Conroy. He's going to look to take it. The long pass up to Olivares. He's got to run it down, but he makes a good play to chase it down and keep it in. They work the ball back up to Conroy.
Conroy slowing her up top after breaking DeWitt's pressure.
A good take to the lane, off the backboard and off the rim. No, not quite good for Conroy. There's Swanson with the ball again. Passes it over to Police, who's got to save it. A great play in and finished by number 30, Justin
Here
Meter.
comes DeWitt.
The Panthers are charging back, down by only 9 points now. And a good play to get the ball up. Under the
They are
Bird.
passing everywhere.
Bird can't hit on the reverse layup, and we got a foul down low. Called on Hazlitt.
Taking on Makuna with the push. DeWitt's really cutting at this lead, 43-34.
They got the ball back, and I think they're going to get a one-on-one opportunity at the line for number 30, Justin Meter. He just made a big play off the save by Police to put in 2 more points.
Taking on Makuna with 3 fouls, and Hazlitt 9 fouls to DeWitt's 5.
You know, Dave, we talked a little bit about it earlier, and it looks like Hazlitt's foul trouble might play a little bit bigger effect than we thought.
Yeah. Here's some points coming from the fouls.
There's another one that's good. Cutting has its lead to 8. Meter's second is no good. Rebounded by Conroy. Hazlitt still leads by 8 points at 43-35 with 3:20 left. Conroy is going to find an open McIntosh, who's now pressured by number 20, Matthew Cordes. We got a whistle, and I believe a foul on DeWitt. Hazlitt's going to take the ball out on the baseline.
Justin Meter with the foul from DeWitt.
That was his first of the game. Here's Conroy looking to inbound. Gets it into a nearby
Danny Bird.
whose
Taking
hook shot
McCuna
is
with the
blocked.
rebound. Puts it back in.
You know, McCuna made a good play there to stay with the rebound off a blocked shot.
They really needed that to slow down DeWitt's momentum.
Absolutely. DeWitt had been making quite a bit of a run there. And then Hazlitt put 2 more points up off McCuna, extending their lead back to 10 points at 45-35 with about 2 minutes and 45 seconds to play.
There's a timeout from the DeWitt bench. That's a full-length timeout.
I think Coach Bob Marlin for DeWitt is going to want to get his troops together and kind of talk things over.
Yeah, he is. What do you think about Timothy Beebe? What do you think he's going to say to his Vikings?
What do I think about him? I think he's a good guy.
What do you think he's going to say? Up by 10 with 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in this rival game.
Well, I'm guessing he's going to say something.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. It's either that or just have everybody sit there in some kind of awkward silence.
Yeah, and that doesn't, I don't think that usually happens in huddles.
Well, yeah, it's really not the best option, you know? You got to make productive use of your time.
And communicate.
Time management, organization,
Communication.
and communication skills. Those are keys to a good team.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing better you can have.
And you know what, Dave? I tell you, time management is key. Sometimes I don't manage mine and I don't get my homework done.
That's
and
so good.
it leads to a slip in grades, and
You can't have that.
You don't
If you
like
want to go to
see
college, you can't slip. It's time management.
that. You heard it here first, folks. Time management is going to be key if you want to go to college. That one's courtesy of David Fedewa. He won't charge you for this one. This one's on the house, but the next one's going to have a fee.
And time management's going to put a key to this game.
Absolutely. As DeWitt's going to have to manage their time getting points quickly off each possession, as they came close to doing there, but
They're going to have
got the ball now for Hazlitt.
They're going to have to put on their rally caps and knock down some points quick here if they want to take this game.
Dave, do you have on your rally cap?
I can put it on if you want me to.
Hey, it's your call, man. I'm not going to force you to do anything you don't want to.
Are you really?
Works the ball back up top to Conroy.
I mean, they're really taking time off this clock. That's what they need to do.
You know, I think that was probably one of the things BB discussed in the huddle. It says when we get the ball, points aren't necessarily important right now. We got to eat up some time. That shot was no good for DeWitt. Conroy slips going for the ball, and DeWitt's going to retain possession. Now James Triblecock comes back into the game, checking out Marcelo Olivares. And we're under 2 minutes now, Dave. 1:58 left to play, and it's 45-35 Hazlitt. DeWitt with the ball.
Let's see if our Hazlitt Vikings can finish strong.
Down low to Borden. He can't hit it, and Bird with the rebound.
Treblecock bringing up the ball.
He works it over to Conroy. Conroy with a long three.
Whoa, hey.
College three-pointer for Conroy.
That was amazing. Knocking them down.
Extending Hazlitt's lead back to 13, their largest of the game once again. There you see police. You know, I'm really not seeing the urgency coming from the DeWitt team right now.
They really need it right now.
The run and gun opportunity was no good. And a travel on DeWitt.
I really see DeWitt's chances of winning just diminishing right here in front of us.
I think you might be right, Dave.
Taking a McCuna, passing into the ball to Ben Conroy. Back to Tiganow. And Treblecock just trying to eat away the clock and bring it up the floor.
Got a timeout on Hazlitt. Hazlitt with a 13-point lead, minute and 13 seconds left. You really see DeWitt's window of opportunity starting to close a little bit.
I mean, it's really shrinking to almost nothing. With a 13-point lead and the Hazlitt defense like they're playing right now, I don't think they have any chance of coming back.
Well, they're going to have to put Hazlitt on the line and hope they miss a lot of their shots. And when DeWitt has possession, they're going to have to see a little bit more urgency, as well as make a few more of their shots.
And as this game starts to come to a close, we want to thank the whole TV25 staff. That's Spangler, Justin Kane, Kathy,
Mo, me, Dave,
Ray, and Patty, and
who else? Who are we forgetting?
Mark Pine. He's also a great contributor to the TV25 staff.
Oh, Dave, how could we forget Bryan Town?
Bryan Town.
You know, there's so many things that you could say Bryan Town, you could say about Bryan Town, but none of which that I'm going to.
He's just a great guy. There's nothing stopping that.
Hazlitt's got the ball, taking it out of bounds is Conroy. Gets it into Bird.
We also want to thank Kyle. DeWitt's starting their foul, and this game's just going to slow down from this point out.
You know what, Dave, as we reach the conclusion, I think some thank yous are necessary. I'd like to thank you.
Would you really?
I really would.
That's sweet, Eric.
I would like to thank you. You know, folks, Dave and I have built a strong bond over the years.
We really
teamwork
have.
is important.
Teamwork is important. Eric, another person I want to thank is you.
Here's Triblecock on the line. Thanks, Dave. I love you, man. I really do.
I like you too.
Please don't touch my face, though.
Sorry.
That really bothers me.
I'm sorry, Eric. I do want to thank you,
Triblecock's first shot from the free throw line is good. Extending, giving Hazlitt's their largest lead of the game at 49-35 with 1:10 left. He's going to get another shot now.
That is a 14-point lead.
Triblecock's really got a diminutive figure.
Yeah, he does. But you know what? He's an intense player.
I'll tell you something.
And he can knock down those free throws.
Hazlitt's got the biggest lead at 15 now. Let me tell you something about James Triblecock. He's a little guy with a big heart. He goes out there and gives it all every time. And it really shows in the whole attitude of the Vikings team. Conroy was able to keep that ball in off the DeWitt miss. He works over to Triblecock.
And here comes Triblecock.
He's going to bring the ball up.
We got one of our staff members, Patty, having a bit of a crush on number 10, James Triblecock.
There's Conroy. Conroy passes up a shot to get it open to an open Danny Bird, who hits for 3 points. Hazlitt's up by 18,
Here
30
comes
seconds
DeWitt's
to go.
second line of troops ready to come into the end of this game.
Line change.
Line change, yup. Here comes the red line of the DeWitt Panthers. And here comes Hazlitt's second line. We got Kyle Kozak. We also have Blake Waldron, Marcelo Rivera, and we have Ryan Richardson.
So as this game's winding down with about 30 seconds left, Hazlitt's up by 18.
I knew they'd pull it out.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over. But I think it's been a good game all around from both teams.
Timothy Beebe, he's a great coach. I can tell you from personal experience.
He's a good teacher, too.
Yeah, he is.
Teaches in the social studies department at Hazlitt High School.
He does, and he's one of the most spectacular teachers ever.
You know, he's a real spectacle to watch him teach. And there's 35, Jimmy Bowes with the ball for DeWitt. Rebound by Barterson. Gives it to Oliveras. He's going to bring it up kind of slow. They're looking to end this one, I think, on a good note.
I think we can just throw in the towel for DeWitt right now.
Pressured by police.
Game.
And Oliveras is going to dribble the ball.
6 seconds left with a score of 53-35. And
good
here
spin
goes
move
the
by Oliveras. There's the buzzer, folks, and this game is history. The final score of this one was 53-35 Hazlitt over the DeWitt Panthers.
Really finishing strong at the end, just showing them who is boss.
You know, after a tight first half, Hazlitt really came out and played a little bit stronger and a little bit harder in the second half. And I think it showed on the scoreboard. They pulled out an 18-point victory. I think that the game wasn't quite that wide open, but all in all, it was a good game from both teams. Hazlitt was able to pull this one out.
And we want to thank you, viewers, for watching this presentation.
Absolutely. For TV25, David Fiedel, I'm Eric Wallenberg saying thank you and good night.
Signing out.